Shalom, everybody. Welcome back to Breslov.org. Insights in the Parsha of the week, Parsha VaYechi. Rabbi Nachman, he explains the term of sechel as opposed to what's called chokhmah, bina, da'at. These are all types of terms of intellect, of knowledge, of wisdom. For example, chokhmah is like a wisdom knowledge, bina is understanding, and da'at is the wisdom that joins it together, or something, it's knowledge. These three are just pure information and its development. What's sechel in Hebrew? There's a term called sechel. Sechel is also an intellect. But Rabbi Nachman points out this sechel of sechel, the word sechel, is changeable. In other words, it's an intellect needed when faced with a challenge and making a right move, choosing right over wrong. He teaches Rabbi Nachman that the word sechel comes from maskil, it's like maskil, and maskil is a term that can also be verbalized, reworded as mishakel. Mishakel means to bereave. God forbid when a person loses their children, they're bereaved. And maskil is the exact opposite of that, means to be enlightened, to shine. Okay? Not to lose out, but to gain. He teaches Rabbi Nachman that this term maskil, which is sechel, or meshakel, corresponds to an interface level called noga. Noga in the Kabbalah is a realm between holiness and impurity, and in itself is 50-50. It's half holy and half impure. And Rabbi Nachman teaches that sechel, intellect, is the good part, making a right, the intellect used to choosing good over bad, right over wrong. This is the idea of sechel. And it's a term of intellect which is needed when faced with a challenge. This week's Parsha, we see that Yaakov Avinu, when blessing Ephraim and Menashe, he switched his hands. And the Torah uses the term sikel et yadav, which the commentaries explain, with intellect, he did it purposely. He made that move of switching the hands purposely. Yosef HaTzadik got upset. VaYera be'aynav, it was very bad in his eyes, and he tried to lift up his father's hand, his father's right hand from the younger son, which is Ephraim, and to try to put it on the firstborn, on the head of Menashe. But Yaakov refused, saying, he did this purposely. So here's an example of sikel, intellect, used as a term for purposely switching the hands, and the term is used as sechel. Rabbi Nachman points that this is the term needed when making a decision, right over wrong. This is the term, this is the level of intellect needed. It's called sechel. But it's a danger, because it's half-half. You can make the right move or the wrong move. You can use sechel, or God forbid, make the wrong move, and it's mishakel. It causes a person to be bereaved, to lose out. So Rabbi Nachman teaches, in order to have sechel, in order to sanctify this noga, this interface between holiness and impurity, and elevating the good, that to make the right decision, a person has to do a lot of prayer, but from warm words, to reach a level where their davening and their conversation with God is so sincere that their heart is really opening up, and it's very intense and heated up from the words and expression to God. What this does, Rabbi Nachman teaches, is it burns off the mishakel, the bereaved side of this force called noga, this in-between interface. It burns off the evil so that the holy part, the good part, can unhinderedly be elevated and go up, meaning that a person can make the right decision. So all this through the idea of prayer. And this Yaakov Avinu also hinted to when he expressed to Yosef that he's going to give to him an extra portion called Shechem, the land of Shechem, that it says there that he took from the Emori, that Yaakov was able to capture Shechem from the Amorites, becharbi ubekashti, with my sword and with my arrow. And Onkelos translates becharbi ubekashti as different types of prayers and supplications, meaning that Yaakov gave over the inheritance to the children of Yosef, which involved sechel, sikel, giving Ephraim the upper portion, the Menashe. He reached it, giving them their inheritance also, which includes their blessings. He reached it through prayer, which Rabbi Nachman teaches intense prayer. When a person is heated up with evil trying to overwhelm him, so the only advice is to speak words of fire to Hashem, to express what's really in your heart, and this clarifies the sechel. Shabbat Shalom.